This place right here made me what I am, because the house was just 3 houses along, and I just went down through Dad's vegetable garden and climbed over the back fence. This was called the Beltline, and the reason for that is when Toronto's got kind of big, they need to carry goods around Toronto. They didn't have a big trucking industry then, so this would be in the early 30s. So they built a belt, railroad tracks around Toronto. And the coal and ice went down to some elevators at Mount Pleasant. They were big, like grain elevators, but they had sawdust and stuff in them to put the ice in them. And we lived literally on the other side of the tracks, the middle class side, and the upper class side. John David Eaton and the Nielsen's and Nielsen Chocolate lived down there. And they never came down into the lower part of their backyard. It was too scruffy and like bush. Yeah. So they had their little lawns and swimming pools and things up on top, and down here was really our territory, me and my buddies. Right. And we knew more about their backyards than they did, and playing around there we actually built forts on other people's property. They didn't know it. And so this was my playground. And actually if you just kind of squint and look up, it's the same as it was. I knew if I wanted to be an artist I'd have to get a meal ticket. Mm-hmm. And so I went to university and took geography, which didn't require math, but it was close enough to science that I could feel that I was still having adventures. And also I took honor geography at U of T, so I could get summer jobs in the wilderness, so I could paint like the Group of Seven. I was a Group of Seven groupie. If every parent took their kids every weekend for a couple of hours out into nature, it would make a huge difference.